Not all air rifles are made for fun and games. Some of the guns on this list are powerful enough to take down large animals, stay accurate at distances of up to 100 yards, and deliver stopping power that's not far behind real firearm ammunition. In a world where many still think airguns are just toys, the reality is changing fast. As laws are tightening in more and more places, and the demand for self-defense, hunting, or wildlife control keeps rising, air rifles are quickly becoming a smarter and more legal choice than ever before. And the surprising part? You can order these silent beasts with just a few clicks. Right on Amazon. We've handpicked 25 of the most powerful, accurate, and practical air rifles you can buy today. No licenses, no legal hassle. And if you find this list helpful, help us hit 10,000 subscribers by clicking subscribe right now. It helps us keep delivering quality content and sharing essential tools with sharpshooters like you.
25. Beeman 1358 Bullpup PCP Air Rifle.
The Beeman 1358 is a seriously solid choice if you're after a Bullpup PCP air rifle that won't break the bank but still delivers big performance. It fires .22 caliber pellets, reaching speeds up to 1,000 feet per second and putting out about 28 foot-pounds of energy. Perfect for pest control, small game hunting, and mid-range target shooting. It's got a 136 cubic centimeter air cylinder pressurized at 3,000 psi, letting you squeeze out around 30 shots before needing a refill. The Bullpup design shortens the overall length to just 30 inches, making it super maneuverable, especially in dense woods or around the farm. A big bonus here is the smooth side lever, crisp trigger, and a Picatinny rail ready for a scope.
One downside?
The trigger's a bit light, which might not be ideal for beginners who aren't used to the feel. It's priced around $330, a smart investment for a budget-friendly PCP that's built for action. 24. Diana XR200 Regulated PCP Air Rifle. Diana's been known for their accurate and durable break barrel rifles for years, but the XR200 is their big leap into the premium PCP world. This rifle's made for experienced shooters who demand top-level accuracy and serious customization. With a 280 cubic centimeter air tank pressurized to 3,625 psi, the XR200 pushes .22 pellets up to 950 feet per second, and .25 s over 850. Giving you between 45 to 60 foot-pounds of energy depending on what you're firing. It comes with a fully adjustable trigger, a built-in regulator, and a full-length 20 MW rail ready for your favorite scope. The real standout here is its rock-solid stability and top-notch finish.
The only catch?
The price, anywhere from $1,100 to $1,300. But if you're serious about pinpoint precision and consistent performance, the XR200's totally worth it.
23. AEA HP SS Plus, .357/.45. If you want that one-shot, one-kill experience without hauling around a full-size rifle, the AEA HP SS Plus might be just what you're looking for.
This compact big bore from AEA, a hot Chinese brand making waves with high-performance, low-price guns, is a beast in a small package. The barrel's only 8.5 inches long, but it can send a .357 pellet flying at 900 feet per second, cranking out 180 foot-pounds of energy up close.
The .45 version?
That'll hit 240 foot-pounds. It's got a big side lever, built-in suppressor, and a folding stock for easy carry.
Drawbacks?
Accuracy drops off after 50 yards, and the trigger's not the smoothest. But at just $400 to $500, it packs a punch that few others in this range can match.
22. Evanix Rex-BA, .357.
Often called a mini air shotgun, the Evanix Rex-BA is a single-shot big-bore powerhouse from South Korea. It's built with a full metal skeletonized frame, lightweight and easy to handle, only around 7.2 pounds. The 21.5-inch barrel can push a .357 pellet at 900 to 950 feet per second, generating over 200 foot-pounds of stopping power. It's got a direct flow valve with no regulator, so the first few shots hit hard, then power drops off quickly after about 3 to 4 rounds. This gun's perfect for close-range hunting, especially with air bolts or heavy slugs. No magazine, so you're loading by hand every shot, but that also means you'll focus more on each trigger pull.
Price?
About $650. Pretty fair for a durable, uniquely designed big-bore airgun.
21. Snowpeak M50, .22/.25.
Snowpeak, a Chinese brand known for budget-friendly high-performance PCP rifles, really made an impression with the M50. This is a long-barrel air rifle with a 250 cubic centimeter air tank, pressurized up to 3,000 psi, and capable of firing 40 to 50 shots per fill. The .22 version reaches around 1,000 feet per second, and the .25 hits about 870. giving you 35 to 45 foot-pounds of energy. What's cool here is the super responsive trigger, classic but user-friendly design, and an included rail for mounting a scope.
Downsides?
The finish isn't the finest, and some plastic parts feel a bit cheap. But for under $400, it's a fantastic gateway into the world of PCP air rifles.
20. Hatsan Jet II, .22/.25.
The Hatsan Jet II is one of those rare hybrid airguns that blends the feel of a pistol with the functionality of a carbine, giving you a totally different shooting experience if you're into flexibility. It's got a small air cylinder mounted under the barrel and fills up to 3,625 psi. That gives you around 24 to 30 shots at speeds up to 850 feet per second with .22 caliber pellets, and just over 800 feet per second with .25s, enough for pest control within 25 to 40 yards. The modular design means you can quickly switch between pistol and carbine modes with a detachable stock, and there's a full Picatinny rail for mounting scopes, lights, or red dots.
The big plus here?
Super lightweight, just 3.3 pounds, compact size and fast, nimble shooting. It's great for beginners or shooting in tight spaces. That said, the short barrel does limit your range and precision beyond 50 yards.
The price?
Between $300 and $350, a perfect handy airgun for close-range tasks.
19. Crosman Icon PCP, .22.
Crosman's a household name in American shooting circles, and the Icon PCP is their strong response to the booming budget PCP market. With a 132 cubic centimeter air tank filled to 3,000 psi, the Icon hits speeds up to 950 feet per second with .22 pellets. That's more than 26 foot-pounds of energy, good for small game hunting and pest control. It's got a lightweight synthetic stock and a semi-bullpup design that balances well in your hands. The trigger is surprisingly crisp and smooth for the price, and there's an 11mm rail for mounting a scope. The Icon's biggest strength is reliability. Crosman optimized the gas fill system, valve and bolt to prevent jams and hold pressure across multiple uses.
The downside?
No built-in regulator, so pellet speed drops after the first 10 to 15 shots. But for just about $280, you'll have a hard time finding a tougher, more beginner-friendly PCP than the Icon.
18. Airmaks Krait Lite, .22/.25.
Airmaks is a Czech brand making serious waves in the high-end airgun scene, and the Krait Lite is the lightweight version of their original Krait, and yeah, it lives up to the name. This is a super compact, super light, but still powerful and precise PCP rifle. It's got a 300 cubic centimeter carbon air cylinder filled up to 300 bar, letting it push .22 pellets over 950 feet per second and .25s over 900, delivering 45 to 55 foot-pounds of energy. The trigger is competition grade, fully adjustable for weight and travel, so you can fine-tune it to your shooting style. There's a folding composite stock, buttery smooth side lever, full Picatinny rail, and an external regulator for full control of performance. Weighs just 6 pounds, which makes it easy to carry all day.
Drawback?
The price starts around $1,200. Not cheap, but worth every penny if you want near-match level accuracy in a modern hunting rig.
17. Daystate Huntsman Revere, .22/.25.
Ask any veteran shooter what classic-style PCP feels as smooth as a Swiss watch, and they'll probably point you to the Daystate Huntsman Revere. This is the most traditional-looking rifle on the list, with a beautifully crafted walnut stock, balanced proportions, and the feel of a true hunting rifle. It's got a 162 cubic centimeter air tank pressurized to 3,625 psi, delivering around 920 feet per second in .22 and close to 880 in .25, which translates to about 30 to 40 foot-pounds of energy. The side lever runs on a slick internal gear system, the two-stage trigger is dreamily precise, and the Picatinny rail is subtly hidden under the wood.
Only downside?
No built-in suppressor. You'll need to add one if you want a quieter shot. Priced between $1,200 and $1,400, this one's made for folks who appreciate European craftsmanship, precision, and a classic touch.
16. Western Airgun Sidewinder, .22/.30.
Western Airguns has been blowing up in the high-powered PCP world, and the Sidewinder shows exactly why. This is a semi-auto air rifle with a lightning-fast bolt cycling system. Just pull the trigger and it keeps firing, no need to rack a bolt each time. The huge 480 cubic centimeter air tank fills up to 4,300 psi and can push over 100 foot-pounds of energy in .30 caliber, strong enough to drop coyotes or wild hogs at 80 to 100 yards. The rotary magazine holds up to 19 rounds in .22 or 13 in .30. The trigger's super responsive, and there's full-body rail space and an adjustable stock. It weighs 8.3 pounds but balances really well. Pros: blazing rate of fire, serious power, and top-tier accuracy.
Cons?
Being semi-auto burns air fast, so you'll be refilling often. Price is around $2,000, fair for what's basically an air machine gun for modern hunters.
15. FX Impact Air Rifle.
The FX Impact is the high-tech flagship from Sweden's FX Airguns, and it's considered the gold standard of precision and versatility in the pro shooting world. This one runs on a 480 cubic centimeter carbon tank pressurized to 250 bar, that's about 3,600 psi, and delivers consistent shots across multiple fills.
The big deal here?
You can easily switch between calibers, .22, .25, .30, even .35 if you upgrade the barrel kit. With speeds up to 900 feet per second in .30 caliber and energy over 75 foot-pounds, this rifle can take down anything from rabbits to small hogs. It's got a buttery side lever, a multi-stage adjustable trigger, and a 20 MW Picatinny rail for scopes from close to long range.
Best part?
It's insanely accurate, super customizable, and compact thanks to the Bullpup build.
The downside?
High cost, usually between $1,800 and $2,200, not including scope, and you do need a basic understanding of air systems and maintenance. If you're serious about hunting or target shooting, the FX Impact is the top-tier gear you'll want in your arsenal.
14. RTI Arms Prophet 2 Performance, .30.
If you've ever thought that only the big-name brands could deliver near match-grade accuracy, the RTI Arms Prophet 2 Performance is here to change your mind. This rifle comes out of Slovenia, a small country, but definitely not small when it comes to airgun engineering. The Prophet 2 is a full upgrade from the first generation, especially in terms of pressure stability, accuracy, and projectile power. With a 500 cubic centimeter carbon air tank filled to 300 bar, that's about 4,350 psi, this gun can push a .30 caliber pellet up to 920 feet per second and deliver over 100 foot-pounds of energy. That's more than enough to take down small wild hogs, coyotes, or pretty much any target within 80 to 100 yards. The side lever is super smooth, the regulator is finely tunable, the trigger can be adjusted to a high degree, and there's a full-length rail that supports any high-end scope you want to mount. Another highlight is the one-piece aluminum chassis-style frame, which keeps everything rigid and stable for long-range shots. The total weight is around 8.4 pounds, not exactly light, but very well balanced, especially when used with a bipod. The standout strengths are its precision, consistent power, and impressively refined finish.
The downside?
The starting price runs from $1,800 to $2,000, definitely not for beginners. But if you're done with mid-range rifles and ready for a serious hunting tool that gets close to competition-level accuracy, the Prophet 2 Performance won't disappoint.
13. Umarex Complete NCR.
The Umarex NCR introduces a totally new approach to airguns. No CO2, no big tanks, just a quick-swap nitrogen cartridge that's clean, convenient, and powerful. This is the first rifle to use a nitrogen cartridge system, which gives you up to 3,000 psi of consistent pressure in each cartridge, enough for about 10 to 12 high-velocity shots. In .177 caliber, it can reach speeds up to 1,000 feet per second, and the .22 version hits about 975, fast enough to punch through plastic bottles, thin wood, or take out rats, birds, or rabbits at 30 to 50 yards. It's super light, just 6.2 pounds or 2.8 kilograms, with a modern polymer frame and a scope rail.
The real plus here? It's ultra convenient, no bulky air tanks, no compressors, no messy co-leaks. Downside?
The cartridges are single-use and cost around $12.50 for a pair, which works out to about 60 to 80 cents per shot. The rifle itself is about $199.99, a very reasonable price for a compact, forward-thinking, easy-to-use airgun. Ideal for beginners, city shooters, or anyone who wants simplicity without sacrificing power.
12. Benjamin Bulldog, .357.
If you think air rifles can't compete with real hunting guns, then you haven't tried the Benjamin Bulldog. This Bullpup rifle packs serious power in a compact design, only about 36 inches long, but inside it's got a full-length 28-inch barrel, all thanks to its optimized Bullpup layout. It's a PCP rifle filled to 3,000 psi and can shoot 10.357 caliber rounds at speeds up to 800 feet per second. That's over 200 foot-pounds of energy. More than enough to hunt deer, hogs, or even coyotes at close range. The 5-shot rotary magazine lets you keep firing without stopping to reload, which is a huge plus in real hunting situations. It's got a built-in suppressor that does a better job than most rivals in its class. Side lever is light, there's a Picatinny rail for mounting scopes, and the tough polymer stock keeps the weight down to about 7.7 pounds.
Big advantages?
Compact, powerful, and backed by the solid Benjamin reputation.
Downsides?
No built-in iron sights, so you'll need a good scope, and it's still kinda loud without extra suppression. Retail price is usually between $800 and $950, and if you're serious about big game airgun hunting, the Bulldog is a real beast.
11. Umarex Zelos, .22 and .25.
If you're looking for a compact, handy bullpup PCP rifle that's easy to carry and laser accurate at mid-range, the Umarex Zelos might be just what you're after. It's designed for both target shooting and small to medium game hunting. The 26-inch barrel gives you about 950 feet per second with .22 pellets and over 900 feet per second with .25s, delivering between 35 to 45 foot-pounds of energy, enough to handle rabbits, squirrels, martens, and even raccoons within 60 yards. The rotary mag holds 20 rounds in .22 and 18 in .25, super convenient for extended sessions. The 400 cubic centimeter air tank fills to 3,625 psi and comes with a pressure regulator to keep your shots consistent. Composite stock, pistol-style grip, and rails top and bottom make it easy to mount scopes and bipods. It weighs just 7.2 pounds, nicely balanced and comfortable to shoot from any position. Big pro, compact design, high output, and versatility for all kinds of shooters.
Con?
Like any PCP, it needs an external air source, and if you don't already have a hand pump or tank, that's an extra cost. Retail price is about $599, a fair price for a rugged modern airgun built for real hunting.
10. FX Dynamic, .35 caliber.
When FX decided to dive into real-world hunting with their airguns, they came out swinging with the FX Dynamic. The .35 caliber version is the heavyweight of the line, and it does not disappoint. With over 200 foot-pounds of muzzle energy and speeds near 890 feet per second, the FX Dynamic .35 isn't just an airgun, it's a legitimate hunting tool, fully capable of dropping deer, wild pigs, or even medium-sized boar within 70 yards. This rifle is modular, you can customize pretty much everything: the grip, trigger, rail, air bottle, even the suppressor setup. The match-grade stainless steel barrel gives you crazy good accuracy, and yes, you can swap it out for .25 or .30 calibers if you want to tone it down. The chassis-style stock is made from aircraft-grade aluminum, perfect for mounting heavy scopes, tactical bipods, and it folds for easy transport. Weighs around 8.2 pounds, not light, but rock solid on the bench or prone.
Pros?
Unmatched customizability and pinpoint precision.
Cons?
The price, usually between $2,000 and $2,200 without accessories. This one's for serious shooters who want to go beyond just owning an airgun, and instead build a full-powered hunting platform.
9. Norica Viriatus 2.0 BP.
Norica's a veteran name from Spain, and with their Viriatus 2.0 Bullpup PCP, they've proven that combining traditional craftsmanship with modern tech can create something seriously impressive. The Viriatus 2.0 runs on a pre-charged pneumatic system, using a 300 cubic centimeter air tank pressurized to 250 bar, that's 3,625 psi. You'll get up to 50 stable shots with .22 caliber, and more than 30 with .25. It weighs about 7.7 pounds, and the barrel is 17.7 inches long, delivering around 920 feet per second with .22 and 850 with .25, translating to 35 to 44 foot-pounds of energy. It's got an integrated regulator to keep your velocity steady, and you can easily adjust pressure with the built-in gauge. The high-quality beechwood stock is ambidextrous and classy. The two-stage trigger is adjustable, and the rifle includes a Weaver/Picatinny rail, so you can mount your preferred optics.
Big Plus? Komfort, Präzision, and Premium Euro-Style Finish. Downsides?
Aftermarket parts are limited, and spares might be harder to find compared to bigger brands. Price runs between $799 and $850. A refined choice for those who want a classy bullpup with serious bite.
8. Umarex Gauntlet II SL, .30 caliber.
If you've been dreaming of getting into big bore air rifles but don't have a huge budget, the Umarex Gauntlet II SL is your golden ticket. Priced between $450 and $500, the .30 caliber version offers pretty much everything you need to enter the world of high-caliber PCPs. It's powered by a 24 cubic inch tank filled to 4,500 psi and produces up to 110 foot-pounds of energy. Seriously impressive for this price point. The rotary magazine holds 7 rounds, the side lever is smooth, and it's easy to operate. There's also a built-in suppressor up front that keeps the noise down without cutting into performance. With a 23.5-inch barrel, you get reliable accuracy at medium range, ideal within 60 to 80 yards. The skeletonized synthetic stock helps cut the weight to about 9 pounds, making it great for both hunting and target shooting.
Pros?
Performance way above its price, and features usually seen on higher-end models.
Con?
A bit bulky and heavy if you don't break it down. But for newcomers to the big bore scene, the Gauntlet II SL is a first-class ticket on an economy budget.
7. AirForce Texan, .457 and .50 cal.
If FX is king of precision, then AirForce Texan is the ruler of raw power. This rifle holds the title for highest muzzle energy in the civilian airgun world, topping 800 foot-pounds in the .50 caliber version. Its unique inline design puts the air tank right behind the barrel, creating a nearly direct airflow path that boosts pressure and minimizes loss. The 34-inch barrel is made by Lothar Walther, one of the world's top barrel makers, ensuring tight groups even beyond 100 yards. One fill to 3000 psi gives you about 3 to 4 shots with power comparable to a .45-70 round. That's enough to take down wild hogs, deer, or even larger animals if you place your shots right. The rifle's simple build means fewer moving parts and fewer things that can go wrong.
Downside?
It's single shot, so you've got to reload each round manually, and recoil is noticeable unless you shoulder it firmly. Prices range from $1,000 to $1,200 depending on the version. The Texan isn't a toy, it's a serious tool for anyone chasing ultimate airgun power.
6. Umarex Primex Brake Barrel.
In a list full of fancy PCPs and high-end bullpups, the Umarex Primex stands out by keeping things simple, light, and ultra-beginner friendly. This is a brake barrel. Just crack it open, load your pellet, cock it, and shoot. No air tanks, no CO2, fully mechanical and super reliable. Even though it's basic, the Primex has a modern gas piston system that cuts down on vibration, extends the life of the gun, and keeps velocity consistent. In .177 caliber, it hits up to 1,000 feet per second with lead pellets. Plenty for birds, squirrels, or rats at 30 to 40 yards. It only weighs about 6.3 pounds, which is great for shooters with average strength. Bright fiber optic sights help in low light, and it comes with a 4x32 scope right in the box, ready to mount and use.
Biggest pro?
The price, just $95 to $120, makes it accessible for everyone. Of course, it's not built for long range or big game, and you'll be loading one shot at a time. But for the money, there's hardly a more dependable, consistent option out there for someone just starting.
5. Air Venturi Seneca Aspen, .22/.25.
The Seneca Aspen is one of the first air rifles to combine multi-pump functionality with PCP performance. A seriously clever setup that lets you enjoy the power of a pre-charged pneumatic without relying on external air sources. You can pump it by hand using the built-in lever, or fill it up like a normal PCP if you've got a tank. That makes the Aspen super portable, ideal for remote hunts where refilling isn't easy. The .22 version hits around 900 feet per second, and the .25 gets about 800, giving you 30 to 45 foot-pounds of energy, enough for small to medium game and pest control. It's got a 330 cubic centimeter tank pressurized to 3000 psi, a built-in regulator for consistent shots, and includes a 4x32 scope. The trigger's smooth, there's a weaver rail for optics, and the total weight is about 8 pounds.
Only downside?
Manual pumping can wear you out on extended use. But at around $400 to $450, the Aspen offers independence, precision, and serious bang for the buck.
4. Hatsan Factor Sniper L.
Hatsan didn't stop with the Sniper L, they took it up a notch with the Factor Sniper L. This is a modular PCP air rifle built for high performance, long-range shooting, and deep customization. It's got a massive 500 cubic centimeter carbon air tank pressurized to 250 bar, paired with an externally adjustable regulator. The .30 caliber can hit up to 870 feet per second, and the .35 caliber clears 800, putting out about 130 to 150 foot-pounds of energy. The long monoblock rail lets you mount a heavy-duty scope without flexing, which is perfect for distance work. The trigger's two-stage and adjustable, the safety's easy to reach, and the side lever is buttery smooth. The tactical stock adjusts in 5 positions to match any shooting stance.
Drawback?
It weighs over 10 pounds without a scope, so it's not ideal for hiking deep into the woods. And the price, between $1,100 and $1,300, means it's best suited for experienced shooters. But if you want top-tier precision and the freedom to fine-tune every part of your setup, the Factor Sniper L is a dream machine.
3. Air Venturi Avenger.
The Avenger is a textbook example of performance over price in the PCP world. For just $300 to $400, you're getting features you normally only see on much more expensive models: an adjustable regulator, a tunable hammer spring, an ultralight side lever, and a 180 cubic centimeter air cylinder that can be pumped up to 4,350 psi. The .22 version delivers about 950 feet per second and can shoot around 60 shots before needing a refill. With a 22-inch barrel and a combo rail, 11mm and Picatinny, the Avenger works with just about any scope, laser, or bipod you like. What's really special is how much you can fine-tune it. You can dial in the recoil, velocity, and accuracy to fit your exact needs.
Weak spots?
Build materials are average, the trigger's decent but not elite, and you'll need to understand some PCP basics to get the most out of it. But in this price range, no other air rifle offers more all-around value. This thing is basically the gateway drug of airguns. Once you try it, it's hard to go back.
2. Seneca Dragon Claw, .50 cal.
The Dragon Claw proves that yes, you can have an airgun with the power of a full-size crossbow. It shoots .50 caliber pellets or air bolts. Yep, arrows fired with compressed air, at speeds up to 679 feet per second in energy over 230 foot-pounds. That's enough to take down a full-grown deer if your shot's on point. It's a double-barrel single-shot rifle, meaning each pellet or bolt is loaded by hand. It's got a solid metal build, a traditional hardwood stock, a smooth trigger, and basic iron sights. But it's a beast, weighing in at 8.2 pounds and nearly 43 inches long. Shooting bolts requires careful tuning, and this gun isn't for beginners.
Price?
Between $650 and $750. It's a unique weapon, not for everyone, but if you're into big, loud, and powerful, you're gonna love the Dragon Claw.
1. Benjamin Marauder.
And sitting at the top of the list is the well-loved, well-proven Benjamin Marauder. After over a decade on the market, it still holds the crown for the perfect balance of power, accuracy, quiet shots, and reasonable price. It uses a pre-charged pneumatic system pressurized to 2,150 psi, giving you about 30 consistent shots at close to 1,000 feet per second in .22 caliber, more than enough to hunt anything from squirrels to raccoons. The side lever is incredibly smooth, the two-stage trigger is adjustable, and the stock, synthetic or wood depending on the model, is super scope-friendly. It weighs around 7.5 pounds, and the built-in suppressor makes it ultra-quiet.
You can fire it in your backyard without annoying the neighbors.
Price ranges from $450 to $600, a very reasonable investment. If you want a reliable, high-performing air rifle without overthinking it, the Marauder is where to start, and maybe where you'll happily stay. Modern air rifles aren't toys anymore, they're real tools. Accurate, powerful, and trusted more and more in hunting and legal self-defense. Thanks to cutting-edge tech, advanced air systems, smart designs, and insane precision, these 25 rifles represent the most powerful generation of airguns we've ever seen. We hope you found one that fits your needs and style. And if you want more high-quality content, real reviews, and accurate info, hit that subscribe button and help us reach our 10,000 subscriber goal. Every click isn't just a number, it's the motivation we need to keep bringing you the best. See you in the next countdown.